This lens review video has taken me over 6 months to complete because this lens comes with one problem. Let's get straight into it. So this is a review of the Sigma 10-18mm F2.8 DC DN Lens, and it comes in X mount, L mount and E mount variants. The version we're going to be taking a look at is a Sony E mount, so let's get straight into it. Now it comes with a sun hood and is made from a mainly plastic construction. It has a weather sealing gasket, which is really nice to see, and comes in at a weight of 255 grams. The plastic construction feels of high quality and the focus ring is super smooth. And that is the same for the zoom ring. The length of the lens with the sun hood attached extended is 10 cm and when retracted is 9 cm. It also comes with a filter thread size of 67mm. Whilst the lens feels really premium and high quality, the same can't be said about the sun hood. It doesn't click into place adequately and is a right pain in the arse. Now attaching the lens to a Sony APS-C camera, in this case the Sony a6700, it really does feel fantastic, and both the camera and lens complement each other very well in weight and size. And with the lens being so small and compact, it's not going to draw attention to itself like some of the bigger lenses on the market. And if you're out taking photos for a whole day, you're not going to get tired carrying it around. Anyway, that's enough of the specs of this lens. Let's go check out its performance and quality. So at 10mm f2.8, center sharpness is incredible, and even the outer edges are amazingly sharp. At f4, center sharpness remains incredible, and the outer edges now get a slight improvement also and become incredibly sharp. It's the same story at f5.6 and at f8, f11 and only ever so slightly softer at f16. Zooming out to 14mm at f2.8, it's exactly the same story again. Center sharpness is just incredible, and the same with the outer edge. In fact, throughout its entire aperture range and zoom range, this lens has blown me away. Its sharpness, clarity and contrast is nothing short of amazing. I would even go as far as saying that this must be one of the sharpest zoom lenses on the market right now. It's not until you step down to f22 do you start to see the signs of diffraction and the image becoming softer. Let's take a look at the field of view you can expect with this lens, starting at 10mm, then moving up to 12mm, 14mm, 16mm and 18mm. And if you're wondering what that looks like from a vlogging point of view, this is arm's length at 10mm. Let's zoom out to 18mm, and this is 18mm at arm's length. The focus speed of this lens when paired with a Sony a6700 is excellent and on par with any of the Sony lenses in my opinion. Video focus performance has also been excellent, and paired up with a Sony a6700 with human detect autofocus on, it snaps on instantly and very quickly, and I was unable to hear any noise from the focusing motors within inside the lens. And using the lens for over 6 months, I've not had any issues with focus hunting or missing focus. I would say this lens's focus matches any of the top lenses on the market at the moment. Minimum focus distance at 18mm is 13 cm, which again is absolutely fantastic. But even more amazing than that is at 10mm, the minimum focus distance is only 11.6 cm, meaning the subject can touch the front of the sun hood on the lens. And also take a look at that creamy smooth bokeh in the background. Again, it's absolutely fantastic. Focus breathing at 10mm in my opinion is good. When we zoom out to 18mm, in my opinion, it's very good. If you've seen any of my other lens review videos, you know that I like to take them out onto the street for real world testing to see how well they perform. So let's do that right now with a trip to London. Now all photos are going to be JPEG straight out of camera, and we had the camera's white balance set to auto. Now when it comes to wider angle lenses and photography, I would be the first to admit that I'm not the best. With lenses like this Sigma 10-18mm, they can seem very forgiving and easy to use. But it's because of this forgiveness that I neglect the weight, balance and compositions of my photos. I find myself slipping into the point and shoot style photography, which is a little bit loose and slack, and then using the lens to hide my poor decisions and compositions. And if that little rhyme there doesn't deserve a thumbs up, I don't know what does. So basically what I'm trying to say is that with wider angle lenses, I find it's easier to take good photos, but a lot harder to take stunning photos. And that is why I love this lens so much and taking it out with me, because it really does challenge my creativity. Let me know your favourite focal length in the comment section below, or what one do you struggle with the most, or which focal length challenges you the most. So as you've seen in this review, this lens performs fantastically in all aspects. Not only is it one of the best ultra wide zoom lens on the market, it's one of the best all-round zoom lenses you can buy right now. But I did say at the beginning of the video that it comes with a problem. Well, actually it comes with 3 problems. The first is that sun hood, which is really annoying the way it fits to the lens. The second problem is if you own the Sigma 16mm F1.4, you're going to find that you're not going to get to use this lens as much. The 10-18mm is lighter, more compact, and produces, in my opinion, just as good quality photos as a Sigma 16mm, even if it doesn't stop down to f1.4. The third problem is that Sigma know how good a lens this really is, and so it does demand a premium price. Yes, this lens comes in at a whopping price of £600 UK, which in my opinion is expensive, but then again the quality of this lens is fantastic. So you'll have to make up your own mind whether you think the price to performance ratio is worth that amount of money. If you'd like to see the video where I recommend 2 more lenses that go perfectly well with this Sigma 10-18mm, I'll link it on the screen right now. But that's going to conclude this video. I really hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, give it a big thumbs up. And if you want to see further videos from myself, hit that subscribe button and we'll catch up in that next video. Thank you very much for watching. See you soon.